Thank you, Infinite Intelligence. So today our topic is understanding the root of our actions. Right. I usually keep a water bottle on my bed because I don't want to wet my bed with sachet water, so I keep it inside here. So understanding the roots of our actions. Now the reason why I keep that water bottle is because I have that intention of not wanting the pure water to pour in the bed and it becomes wet. And yes, I now sleep on a wet bed. Right? That is understanding the roots of our actions. Now this applies to literally everything we do because the root of our actions, right, makes it clearer for us to understand why we make those actions and what those actions say. So when you are scared, right, when you're scared to take something, right, it's because you understand somehow that taking that thing can harm you, right? That's what makes you scared to take it. You're not just scared to take it because you just want to be scared, right? But because of that harm that you believe would happen if you take it. And that harm now comes from believing there's something negative, right? It's more powerful than that what gives you life. So when you can identify why, right, it goes a long way. Let me come out from something as deep as poison, right? Let me make it more subtle. When I watched a video, right, and I saw this guy hitting someone on the head on stage because to him, the person did something that annoyed him for any reason at all. If you had felt right that something was not done properly, like the guy did not act right, and your response to that action is to hit him. He didn't hit you. He wasn't violent to you, but you were violent to him based on whatever reason you felt was justified, valid enough for violence. That's the thing. We give justification for any expression of lack of love we express, like it's not affecting us. Now, this is why understanding the roots of our action is very important. If he saw that person that he hit or embarrassed, right, as the case may be, as God in expression, I'm very sure he will not act like that towards God in expression because that's just how I see everyone. If we all see each other as God in expression, there won't be anyone trying to kill God, but because we do not see ourselves as God, You cannot see the next person as God. That's why you say love yourself, right? Before you can love someone else. Because it is that love, that understanding of yourself that makes you understand someone else. If you would give consent, right? When you learn consent, it is that understanding that you do not want anyone disrespecting your consent that even makes you more cautious of respecting other people's consent, right? And what is consent? What people like and don't like. People have a right to like what they like because we are infinite in nature. Our nature is to like different things in different unique forms. There's no pattern to what we can like because we don't even like patterns. That's the crazy thing. God does not repeat itself, right? And this is true for all because our fingerprint has never been equal with another person. So if he understood that the reason why he hit that person right publicly was because he wanted to feel good, and the only way he could feel good was to belittle someone in a public way, right? It made him feel prestige. And that act of belittling anybody at all shows, right, that him in himself feels empty because it takes someone that feels very empty to want to reduce anyone to feel important. That feeling of importance, right? Wanting to feel important is because within you there's this emptiness of you are not worthy, you are useless, you are worthless. And so you want to feel important. This is why that feeling of importance is a negative energy. It is not something positive. It's not because you're not important. Don't get me wrong. You are very important. In short, existence needs you to be complete unto itself. If you are not important, you could not even exist. Like you are the very intention of what you exist within. That's what, right? That which gives you life is so intentional about you. That is why you can exist at all. Because if you're not intentional, if you're not intentionally created, you won't exist. You cannot force yourself to exist. Nobody can buy life. Like even the richest man cannot stop himself from going when he's meant to, right? He has no control over death. This is why the fight for immortality has always been something that exists because you cannot stop it, right? That's the idea of why people think death equals all. But the truth is, death doesn't equal all. What equals all is love because love is all we are. We are all love beings, and what makes you equal to any other person is that other person is equally love in expression, just like you are. Because everything is equally love, everything is equally important that can exist. So the fact that you exist makes you 100% important. Because God is love and love used itself to bet all that can exist. There can never be anything higher than that. This is why that's wanting to be important, right? Sorry, I don't live alone, so my environment is usually noisy. And I try to do the video at night to even, but they don't sleep in my house literally. We're all nocturnal inmates. And some people think I get it easy, that is why I can come out here and write and talk. But right in my house, I'm not, nobody even sees me. Like I I live in a house where I don't touch anybody's thing because I'm not allowed to touch anybody's thing because my self-respect will not allow me to. But the thing is, in all this, I love when I hear that happiness and excitement in the air. When everyone is exciting, I like that energy, and that's something I like to feel. And sometimes it's almost as if I give myself so much just to feel that energy around me because I do a lot, right? Well, yeah, for people around me, if I'm not bringing anything financially to the table, that feels like a lot. There's really nothing I'm doing to them, right? And I can't blame them because that's how they perceive the world. It's about really who they are and how they judge themselves. So they can only meet people where they have met themselves. So back to my topic, right? He literally had to feel good from belittling anyone. Is this topic is so deep that I don't think I can cover it all in 25 minutes. But the truth is, because right, see God in expression in everything. I am not thinking of making one God that is out there, another God, right, that is just expressed the same way I am God expressed. To sit down for long, see, there's no point of making the activity more important than God. Anything you place above God is nonsense. And I see everything God in expression. So I cannot place my message more important above God, you that needs to feel good. So when my message start making you having to feel uncomfortable just to receive my message, then it is no more effective as it should feel like. And so I feel if I can feel that unease to sit down and listen to a message that is longer, right? I can't do that in one go. I will take my time. I will literally have to take my time, right? Probably listen to half, halfway, right? And that's how I get to listen to the whole thing. So if I don't want to put someone else through that kind of, but the thing is, there's some messages that you just have to let it flow. I guess I'm not judging anyone that make long messages, honestly speaking. But I feel I should be able to articulate my words together and say my messages as they come. Like I should be able to segment it. You listen to this message and make another one, listen to another message. I don't think I should say everything in one go because the truth is there's a lot to say. God is always talking, right? God would always speak. And if you don't hear what God is saying from me, right, you hear it from somewhere else. And the truth is, most times when you hear people that God used to speak to you, right, they're mostly just confirmations of what already God that's within you has been trying to come to you on, right? It's just confirmation to give you the assurance that you're not alone. I'm here. Just yeah, 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 get that is important because when you feel alone, it is a lie of love because you exist within spirit and there is no separation in spirit. Now, if all of us had this understanding that spirit, right, spirit is nothing that we can separate, you won't have someone that will be out there trying to build borders to separate spirit, or you won't have people fighting over land that is spirit, killing each other for it. You won't have people trying to pull another person down because they see the next person as just spirits being expressed. And I feel this understanding of we are one would be more clear for all of us to see, and we would not be eager to express lack of love because we would see every reason why expressing love is more reasonable and more valid and makes more sense to anyone. Because the truth is, love is who you are. If you would want anything positive at all, why don't you just stand with positivity? Because if you would hope at all, if you would ever wish someone good, if you ever say good morning to someone, if you ever open the door for someone, if you ever do any kind gesture, anything good, why not stand with love? If you would stand at all with love, that's just the truth. Because anything positive is love. Feeling good at all is love. The fact that you can feel good is love. The fact that you desire to feel good, that you do 9 to 5 just to feel good, it's the fact that you do anything at all to feel good means that you would stand with love. You stand with love. So why don't stand with love fully? Why still stand with fear? Why believe fear? Because the truth is, our actions express what we believe in. If we believe in love or we believe in fear, right? Our actions say that. And when our actions don't reflect love, right? They don't reflect who we are. It is a reduction of who we are. We reduce that love that is us. And this is why you cannot work against who you are and literally expect a miracle. Like low vibration would only attract low vibration to yourself. And that is why I'm out here with, because I'm here for love. I'm here to drive that understanding that love is the most powerful force in your existence, right? And that is my favorite to love because I would rather stand with love. I would rather believe only love can exist. Only love is powerful. Love is the most powerful force in your existence. And this is why I cannot fear. I do not have any fear because I do not see anything more powerful than what I exist within. And so there is nothing that is out there that can ever overpower love. I say overpower. There's nothing that can ever overpower love, right? To me. Because nothing can be stronger than love. No matter how the day looks like, no matter what I see, everything is still love, leading me to grow better in love. Because that's the honest truth. There's nothing negative, but once you perceive negative, you bring that belief into play. There is something about belief that is so strong. It makes anything solid. This me that you see right now was once just a belief. Why? Why was it a belief? Because I could see it. So I believed what I saw. And that is what I kept seeing with my gift of ADHD. Right? And I've seen a larger version of this me as a child, right? A big man, right? And being from that family that was almost on welfare all the time, right? Like welfare was naturally the order of the day. Even welfare people were calling you welfare, right? Seeing that big man, you'll be like, wow, how is it possible? But the truth is, I haven't been to the gym once in how many years now, and I did not even think it would be possible. I haven't even eaten meat in like I can't but be grateful to see me feeling the way I look now. I look closer to that big man I saw when I was small, right? And now I just started growing, right? Because I have seen a bigger version of me. And this is why I'm always saying I'm a newborn baby every day because I just started growing. I haven't done anything to me, but this doesn't mean I've had it all easy. I've, this me, the reason why this me is so wow is because there are days where I had to fast and I still worked out, right? And what am I working out? What am I working out really? I'm not working out to impress anyone. I'm not working out to compete with anyone. I'm working out to express my ADHD. ADHD is a fire that you must burn, right? And once you burn that fire, it calms down. You simmers. You feel you can breathe because for a long time my leg was always stamping like consistently. It was just be stamping like repeatedly, and it wasn't about I was afraid or I was anxious or anything, but it was just that energy within me that wanted to come out somehow, right? And because I didn't work out that time, right, it couldn't express itself. But since I started working out every day of my life, right, I don't have that experience. I can't remember the last time it happened. So like last year, I can say towards last year, right, I stopped because my transformation just is not even a year old. This me, right, that was tiny. I just became this. It's just a year. It's not even up to a year, right? And it's just about consistent working out because, like, I'm literally doing anything that I can do. Everything is workout to me. Anything that I can literally do, right? And there's one thing that I make sure I do, I sleep. Even if I can't do protein or do any other stuff that people do, right? I don't have gym, I don't have gym access, I don't have any luxury of such. So the only luxury I have is sleep. And so when I work out, like I want to die on it because that's what ADHD makes you hyper focused on working out, right? So sorry I digress so much, but most times what I've been through has made me someone that is just I can't really explain if you never went through what I've been through. You couldn't focus so much, right? Because I didn't have a phone for like 3 years straight, and during this period, I was cut out from the internet. I was cut out from any online activities, right? Well, yes, I had a pen and a paper, right, and I still would write because it helps me express that ADHD also. Because working out is not just how I express my ADHD. My ADHD is like, and so I must write, I must work out, I must express my fire. My fire is just shit, right? And if you don't understand the reason behind my action. You would think I'm competing with somebody. You would think I'm trying to get one thing or the other. I'm just existing, simply existing. And I'm existing in my peaceful understanding of life. Right? Whether I get support, I don't get support, I'll still exist. And so because I'll still exist, I would literally have to keep working out every day, right? And keep growing every day. So today is just my fresh start. I just started growing today. And that's how every day is for me. So honestly speaking, understanding the reason behind every action. Why would you? And I'd rather express love, honestly speaking, because I desire to see wars and killings end. So I fully stand with only one power. I can never stand with something is possibly greater than love because there's nothing. And it has been proven to me by love itself. So I'm not going to come to tell you something that is not true to me. Like, but at the same time, I'm just telling you about myself. This is not saying that you should just accept it wholeheartedly, automatically. No, take your time, understand why you act, why you do certain things. It's just whatever you do, you give a message, whether you are consciously aware or not. Every action interprets a message, and most times, depending on who, that will tell you how they interpret the message. When the message is interpreted with love, it gets a clearer version of what you're actually saying, right? And so, I wish you feel good today because you are worthy to exist. And God is everything, and you are God in expression. If we can all see that we are all God expressed, I don't think we will try to pull or bring down someone that is still God, right? Because I don't even see how it's reason like makes sense to me, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm actually tired of negativity at all being expressed. I wish we can all feel that same way. I wish we can all just wish positivity is everything that can exist. Because then the age of love will just be like this that we'll remember it. Because we remember it like it was yesterday, right? Because it already exists in the quantum field. And so truly, honestly speaking, I want everyone to feel good. Genuinely because you exist, because you are worthy to exist. And it takes someone that is love to exist. And love is the highest level of feeling good. So why deprive love from feeling good? That's just how I understand it. And this is why I have to share my perspective with you so that you know that there's something out there that is different from how every other person perceives the world. And it exists, it's real. Though you might not think I'm real, but yes, I'm real, real, real. I'm as real as it can be. And yes, I'm spirit existing within spirit. So yes, I hope you have a wonderful, blissful, prosperous season ahead of you because things are just about to get better. I have a strong feeling about that. You can call it hope. I call it enjoying positive energy. I'll blow you kisses if I could, but I'm not feeling it today. I'm joking. Have a wonderful day. Seriously, I wish you could feel good. Honestly, feeling good is feeling good.